On the menu.
What's on the menu? Crème Brulee. Yum, yum, yum. Give me some, baby. And we also got some dessert wine. With me is Joe Zito, of course, TV's Mater D.
Good morning.
Joe, would you do the introduction to this
Absolutely.
beautiful young lady?
Of course, when a chef is very, very good, they have either one name like Emerald, or you can have three names like Chef de Cuisine Andrea Suave Nato from Camille's. And this is what happens when you polish Chef Granada up a little bit, you know. Happy to have Chef Nato with us today. Beautiful job and a beautiful dish today.
It is. So tell us what the ingredients are that we're going to have in here.
We have heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
40% milk fat heavy cream.
Okay.
We have granulated sugar.
Okay.
Egg yolks.
Right.
A little sea salt and some vanilla beans from Madagascar.
And that's it?
That's it. Simple. It's the method of the recipe that's the hard part with this, but the ingredients and combining it's really easy.
Okay, so after, go ahead, Joe.
No, I'm just saying, and we're going to complement this today with some beautiful fruit and a variety of other wonderful things. And,
fantastic.
And of course, but it's true, it's easier to make than people think, right, Chef?
Yeah, I don't know why people are so afraid of it.
Yeah.
And it's delicious.
But after that, it's actually going to go in an oven. And depending on how hot of an oven you have, that determines the time.
The cooking time can range from an hour to an hour and 20 minutes. And then you just have to let them cool. And you can use them immediately, or you can use them the next day or a day after, and just burn the top of.
They got to get a propane tank.
We have one back there.
Okay.
There's danger lurking here, Vince.
Watch out, baby.
We're not letting Joe touch it.
All right. Thanks, guys. We're going to start when we come back.
Great.
Absolutely.
Super. Back to you guys.
What's happening? Well, I tell you what, we're talking about in-season berries because we're going to put them on top of our creme brulee this morning.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, I want to get fired up here. So, what are we going to do?
We're actually going to turn this on the side.
Okay.
On high. And we want to whip our eggs so they get nice and glossy and real light in color.
And what else is in here inside of eggs?
1 cup of sugar.
1 cup of sugar and some eggs. And then what we're going to do is we're going to ladle this. What is in here?
This is infused cream. I have 2 vanilla beans and 2 quarts of cream. Well, 6 cups.
We're going to start ladling this into here. I imagine the reason we're ladling it one at a time is because you don't want to have scrambled eggs in here.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because it could very easily turn from a dessert to a breakfast dish.
Yes.
A vanilla-infused breakfast dish. Can I start doing that now?
You want to give that 1 more second just to get a little thicker.
Now, you had this real vanilla bean in this,
I
right?
did,
And they look like this. Where can you get these?
You can have them at the grocery store. Whole Foods should have them, or Eastside Market.
And they're really easy to open. You just slice them in the middle and then scrape them a little bit, right? That's really
This is such a simple thing to make and it's so classic. Why don't you just give a little of the origin of this creme brulee?
This dish originated in France around 1691, and it was brought to America by Jacques Torres to the famous Le Cirque in New York. And since he had done it and made it so popular, it's been a staple on fine dining restaurants across the country since.
I tell you what, I'm going to start ladling this in here if you can hear me. But in just a moment, we're going to finish up this creme brulee. For now, though, over to you guys.
Wow, you had me scared. Welcome back to the Rhode Show kitchen, everybody. And instead of making entrees today, we thought we'd make a fantastic dessert from Camille's. Next to me is Andrea. Very nice to meet you.
Suave Nato.
Nice to meet you, too.
Suave Nato.
All right, want to get that in there.
I'm glad that you're here. You're making this for us. And, of course, TV Mater D.
Joe Zito, Suave Nato.
Who has some wine, and he's going to talk about it in a little bit.
Oh, yes.
But first, let's talk about the creme brulee. Andrea?
Well, this is a nice dessert to split for 2 for Valentine's Day. It's very easy to make. Vince, you're actually going to take that and pop it in the oven.
I'm going to pop it in the oven?
Yep.
Okay.
Just carefully so you don't tip it over.
Let's do the right oven here.
Oh, I can do that.
Cooking is our life, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, do we want to go on the top shelf or the lower shelf?
On the top shelf's fine.
Top shelf. All right, Andrea.
And then you want to take your water bath over to the oven and pour it in so that you don't drop it on your kitchen floor.
I want to pour the water. Now, why am I pouring water in here?
So to ensure that your custard bakes evenly, you don't want it to curdle or bake too fast. It just controls the temperature at which it bakes.
How about that?
A lot of people say don't try this at home, but actually we want you to try this at home because it's wicked easy.
How much water should I be pouring in here?
Well, you actually need more than what I gave you. You want to fill it up to the 3/4 up the side of the ramekin.
Okay.
And then we would take, if I had another one, we would take another sheet pan and pop it on the top.
I'll get some more water. You keep talking. Go ahead.
If you had another sheet pan, we would pop it on top just to protect the top from browning while you're cooking. You want a nice, smooth top with no color.
All right.
And you'd bake those for an hour and then check them.
At what degree?
At 275.
275.
On a low fan if you have the option for your oven. If not, high fan's fine because, you have the cover to protect them.
Okay.
And if you need another 20 minutes, pop them in for 20 more minutes.
Okay.
Shut the oven off, let them cool.
Beautiful.
And you can either serve them once they cool down to room temperature or refrigerated the next day, day after.
Now, I know Elizabeth was here earlier,
yes,
and we talked about the ingredients. Let's go over the ingredients again because some people are they're a little intimidated by it. Well, and they shouldn't be.
No, not at all. It's very simple. Heavy cream, sugar, vanilla beans, a pinch of salt, and egg yolks.
And you get yourself a nice blender, you turn it on high, and you hope that it doesn't splash you and everything's cool.
Yeah.
Right?
It shouldn't splash you.
online.
And then you put it in these little bowls here.
Yep.
And then we put it in the oven.
Yep. Bake it, and that's it.
275.
For about an hour.
For about an hour, and you're done.
And then once they're cool, we're going to put, this is turbinado sugar, it's raw sugar.
Okay.
You can actually use Splenda brown sugar if you'd like.
Right.
Or you can use regular granulated sugar. Us in the industry, we prefer the raw sugar.
Well, then I want what you want. I want the best.
I'm going to let you burn the top.
Time to torch, baby.
If you don't have a torch, or you don't, if you don't have a torch, or you don't trust yourself, or whoever's going to do this, you can put your oven on broil, pop them in for a minute to 2 minutes, and stand by to make sure as soon as they're brown, they come out.
Okay.
Or you can do it the old-fashioned way and
that's nice.
play with the blowtorch.
Now, I have luxurious hair, and it can go up in an inferno, so be careful.
You don't want to see the sugar melt and keep it moving. You don't want to burn the sugar so it's black. You want a nice.
No, you
can pull back.
You have the news to do at noon, so we kind of gotta,
Hey, listen, I'm doing a good job.
He's doing a great job.
I think I'm doing a fantastic job.
You are doing a fantastic job.
And you're doing a really great job. It's nice and, well, you want to burn it a little bit more.
A little bit more?
Because you want that nice crunchy top.
Take it easy, Joe.
You look like a professional welder, actually.
Well, you'd be surprised some of the things I've done.
You need to get him a mask.
My life here. How's that?
That's beautiful.
All right. Now, how do I turn it off?
Turn it to the left.
Turn it to the left.
Oh, sorry, to the right.
Turn it to the right. Okay.
Yeah, my microphone fell off.
And we can also add some beautiful fruit here. We've got
you can add fruit.
We've got some blueberries and raspberries and strawberries.
Yep.
Okay.
And another option for those of you that would like a little more flavor in your creme brulee, as opposed to a basic vanilla, you can use the zest of an orange or a lemon, a little peeled chopped ginger root. Or any other fruit of your choice. You just pop it in instead of the vanilla beans when you steep the cream. You just put that in lieu of it and strain it out before you ladle it into.
Now this is fantastic, as you said earlier, for Valentine's Day because you can split this. I mean, this is something great that I take a little scoop, you take a little
feed
scoop.
your partner.
I can feed you. You can feed me. I love you.
Well, you know what? And speaking of that,
and if I'm drinking that, I'm loving everybody. You know what I mean?
And this I brought today is Vinsanto.
Vinsanto.
You like the name of that?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's actually holy wine because the origins of this, some say they used to be used in church. Okay. Now this is from a Tuscan estate. Okay. Called Castello di Pomino. It's in the Frescobaldi family, and this is a beautiful digestif.
Right.
It's about 15% alcohol content.
Yes.
And see a little bottle like this, which you could find at a place like, say, Gasparo's on Federal Hill, because he's a dear friend of mine, for about $30.
Okay.
But the thing is, this little bottle of dessert wine would serve 8 to 9 people.
Oh, that's great.
It's a blend of Trebbiano and Chardonnay grapes. It complements that beautifully. So sometimes, folks, put away the Sambuca.
Yep.
And have a little dessert wine. It sort of classes up the whole affair.
Live a little, everybody.
And speaking of class, Valentine's weekend, February 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Yes.
Chef Granada and Chef Suave.
Right.
A special menu, 3 nights at Camille's. Sure, there'll be creme brulee there.
Right.
And just a beautiful event. Make reservations. And Vince, it's very romantic. So
Sounds
if you're not
great.
doing anything,
we'll be there. Joe Zito, thank you so much. Andrea, thank you so much.
Welcome.
We appreciate it. We've got some great dessert. Now we're going to Michelle Muscatello